Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back. This is part 3 of my Kimochii classroom series. If you haven't seen the previous parts, then I would recommend watching them, as you might not really know what the heck is happening if you just jump onto this part by itself. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this visual novel so far. Still, it's still a bit undetermined for me to really know if like the idea of Radish ASMR was just to promote a visual novel, if that's still gonna be like, I don't know. I hope that's not the case in some regards, because I really like what goes on within Radish ASMR's main channel stuff. So I hope that it doesn't just like get completely abandoned for the sake of just the game. Like, I can understand it, but I don't know if I'd like it. But I mean, with all like that aside, I am really enjoying the game, so I don't have too many qualms about that for right now. So let's just get back into it. We're continuing off after we got out of the bar. We had like a big fight with like 3 delinquents and whatnot, and we also learned that the delinquents were the people who stole Felicia's like keychain, and we learned that they're the ones that like tossed her bag up into a tree, which was pretty big. And we also got that weird like foreboding stuff that Mayuka said about like our sister CHIKO, like, do you really care about her? How much do you care about her? And whatnot, which I was like, oh, could that be in relation to like some of the stuff we see with the 10 failures? Because I remember on it was I think it might have been P. Mary or one of the Olivias. I actually think it was one of the K. It was like either K. Olivia or K. Mariah that had like a tap code saying I would do anything for her. Which initially I thought it would meant like I would do anything for her in relation to like the other sister, but because we know that Akemi formats her codes in tap code, base 64, and binary, it makes it a little weirder, because who is she talking about in that scenario? Is she talking about P. Mary or K. Olivia, or is she talking about someone else? Or is that even Akemi even talking there? Like, what if it's Simon talking there through Akemi? We don't know. That's something to think about. But yeah, for now, let's just get back into it. So yeah, this is continuing off after the bar, so we are on our way home. I keep my pace up as I walk home. My mouth is already watering imagining what food she cooked already. Alright. Takes me about 10 minutes to get back to my house. I walk up to the door and insert the key, but... Huh? It sounded so familiar somehow. But before I turn the lock, I hear something. I smile. I turn the key and head inside. As I'm closing the door behind me, I see Chi sitting in the living room with an acoustic guitar. She looks up at me.
Hey, Simone!
Yo! Chi leans the guitar against the wall and runs over to where I'm standing. You get a new guitar or something?
Yeah! Kiki's on vacation this weekend, so she's letting me borrow... Yikes!
Oh, yeah. She suddenly shouts and points at my face. What? What is it? Yeah, we got, yeah. I feel her hand touch touch my cheek where I got elbowed at the bar. Ow!
That looks bad. Did something happen at practice?
Thankfully, I only got 1 bruise, so it shouldn't be too hard to explain that way. Oh, yeah, that. We were practicing some lock maneuvers today, and one of the guys accidentally swiped me across the face while trying to set one up. How bad does it look? She opens her phone camera and shows me the screen.
Not too great.
Yeah, that dude did kind of clock us. I squint to get a better look at the screen. I can see a purple lump around my cheekbone. It's already swelled up pretty big. Dang, yeah, that's rough. I guess I'll get some ice for it. She smiles.
I can get that. I'll also grab dinner as well. I've been keeping it warm in the oven.
She is great. She is very good sister. Yes, food from Chi. Great. I'm gonna run upstairs real quick and get changed.
Okay.
See you. I throw my bag onto my bed and start changing into my more normal lazy clothes. I hang up my school uniform for tomorrow. Oh, the keychain. While I'm getting the pants folded on my bed, my arm accidentally bumps into my open bag, knocking it onto the floor. Ah, damn it. A bunch of the contents spill out onto my floor. I bend down. As I'm putting everything back, I see Felicia's keychain. Huh? It looks different than I remember. Maybe it's just hard to see because I didn't turn on my room light, but what's that piece sticking out on the side? I slowly go to pick it up. What the hell? It seems like it falling out of my bag caused some sort of side panel to come loose. I start to get an uneasy feeling, like I'm seeing something I'm not supposed to. But curiosity gets the better of me. Upon closer inspection, the side panel itself wasn't particularly well hidden, but if you didn't know to look for it, it'd probably only be found by accident, like right now. Underneath the open panel is a small black wheel embedded into the side of the keychain. It has small grooves on it, making it look like it should be turned. Should I really be messing with this? I don't want to break anything. I've already come this far, though. Plus, I don't think turning this wheel is going to mess anything up. Probably. I press my thumb against the wheel and begin slowly rotating it. And after rotating it all the way around, nothing happens. Huh. Maybe it's better that I don't mess with it after all. Suddenly, I hear a Chi call from downstairs.
Simone, are you coming down soon?
Interesting. Right. Dinner. Yeah, one sec. I decide to leave the keychain alone for the time being and hurry downstairs. I see Chi sitting at the table with 2 hot plates of lasagna waiting for us. Yes, lasagna tonight. She laughs.
Get over here already. I'm hungry.
I smirk back. You're telling me? I sit down.
Thanks for the food.
Itadakimasu. I've been so hungry from basically skipping lunch today that I can't stop myself from immediately tearing into the lasagna in front of me.
Whoa, calm down. There's plenty more if you want seconds.
I respond while chewing. I was gonna be third last night, I think. She starts laughing and putting her hands out in front of her to block the view.
Hey, chew with your mouth closed.
We both just start laughing and then continue to eat loudly. Once I'm finally eating at a more normal pace, I look over to Chi. So, how'd your practice go today? Chi beams at me.
It was so fun. Today we started practicing a new song and everyone was super excited about it.
That's great. What song is it? Although I probably won't recognize it. She laughs.
You might actually.
Oh yeah?
You know that idol anime I watch a lot?
Oh? Idol? As in... Kimochii Mirai Idol's Adventure? Yeah, of course. You talk about it a ton and I see it on the TV sometimes.
Remember the name too?
Did I guess it right? Nope. Of course I do. It's, She chuckles.
I figured.
Wait, no, hold on, I can get it. Oh!
Oh?
It's... Oh! Oh my god! It is not Komachi's big day out. She bursts out laughing.
Big day out?
Whoa! Guess I was wrong. Oh, come on, was I close? At all?
Well, you did better than I thought you would. It's Kira Komachi's Idol Adventure.
Kira Kimochii Idol's Adventure. Kira? That is crazy though, that we get I mean, like, okay, on one hand, this could just be like alternate universe Radish ASMR, and it has like stuff that like somewhat reference what goes on the main story of Radish ASMR. But Kira Kimochii Idol's Adventure. Kira. Why Kira? Because before we got, it would be Mirai Kimochii Idol's Adventure. That was during that one spectrogram we got on transmission like like 3,000 or something. And for the longest time, we had no idea what it meant. Oh my god. And is Kimochii Mirai the Vocaloid? Oh my god. This is crazy. What the heck? What? Oh, whatever. For everyone that, if you are watching this and you don't know like what goes on within Radish ASMR, this is kind of big. This is like almost a direct tie-in with what goes on in that series. Wow. Okay. All right. Then it clicks in my head. Oh yeah, Idol Adventure. That's right. It's got that super catchy theme. Is it the theme song? Oh no, it's not. Adventure.
Yeah, that's the song we started practicing today.
That's great, Chi. My mind wanders back to what I heard her singing before I opened the door earlier. Wait, so were you singing earlier before I got back? Was that for the club too?
Huh? You heard that?
Her face starts turning red. Yeah? Oh, but it was really good. I like the...
No, don't say anymore.
She is waving her hands at me.
Let's not talk about that, okay?
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? There's no need to be embarrassed.
Just, could you pretend you didn't hear anything?
Is it special for just us? She looks down and starts staring at her lap.
Please?
I pause. I can't say I'm totally surprised by her reaction, but I can tell that pushing further is probably not a good idea, so I decide to drop it. Yeah, sure, no problem. She lets out a sigh.
Thank you.
You know, you don't have to be embarrassed about anything you do in front of me, right?
I know. It's just...
She pauses and tilts her head down again.
It's just a small side project I've been working on.
Oh, this is crazy. If CHIKO turns out not to be Akemi before she became Akemi, then I'm gonna be so confused. Like, I feel like this is almost 1-to-1 in a way. That it's like, if CHIKO is not Akemi, I'm riding. I don't know. That's just crazy to me.
Nothing that good, of course. Just something I kind of wanted to, you know, try. But it's really nothing special, I swear.
She is too humble for her own good. A little more self-confidence would take her a long way. I smile at her. I'll believe that when I see it. You're always welcome to show me. She looks up at me.
Thanks, Simone.
I give her a thumbs up. My mind wanders back to the conversation I had with Chi yesterday. Speaking of music stuff, though, how's your electric guitar holding up? Still need to retune it every 30 minutes? She gives me an annoyed look.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten any better. Alice is taking it this weekend to the King Grant shop I mentioned, so I decided that since my friend Kiki is letting me borrow her acoustic guitar, I'll practice on that at home until Monday.
Interesting. Do you think the shop will be able to fix it? Or get it fixed?
Yes! They definitely will be able to fix it for a reasonable price.
She is talking confidently, but her expression doesn't match her voice at all. And if they can't?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I decide to leave it at that. Got it. I pump my fist up in the air. Let's go, Grants. She starts laughing.
Woohoo! Let's go, Grants!
Our conversation carries on normally for another hour or so before Chi realizes she still has homework left to do. She runs upstairs and I start cleaning the dishes. Once I'm finished getting everything put away, I look at the clock. Damn, it's already 11:30? Wow. Wow. I assumed we would get home at like 9 p.m. What the heck? Okay. And I still have homework left to do too. I take my tired legs and trudge upstairs to my room. I plop down in my desk chair and open my phone camera. I flip the camera around to take another look at the bruise on my face. Man, Anna's gonna be so pissed. She always gets angry when she finds out I'm being reckless. My eyes then fall on the homework books scattered across my floor. No use worrying about her reaction now, though. I pick up the books and open the first one. First problem stares back at me. This is gonna suck. I get out my pencil and start writing. Once I'm about halfway done, I lean back and stretch. I could really use a massage. While I'm leaning back, my eyes wander over to my bed. I see Felicia's keychain sitting next to my pillow with the odd back wheel still exposed. I didn't get a good look at it last time since my room was dark, but now with the lights on, I can see the wheel has some writing on it. Curious, I picked up the keychain to give it a better look. Each notch on the wheel is marked with a white number. I start rotating the wheel. No way, is this a lock? In a keychain? I start to... Was that not something? I start to get that same uneasy feeling from before. I don't really know why, but it goes beyond just feeling like I'm snooping through someone's stuff. Should I really keep messing with this? My mind flashes back to Felicia's phone conversation on the roof. Maybe I should just leave this alone. I slowly cover the wheel back up and put the keychain on the edge of my desk. I need some sleep. Friday, August 28th. We are getting really close to August 30th. I don't think that really is going to mean anything. It might, but... Is that always there before? I slowly open my eyes and look at my alarm clock. 7 o'clock, huh? A little early to be waking up, but I can't go back to sleep anymore, so I guess I'll just deal with it. I take my time getting out of bed and moving to the washroom to brush my teeth. I can hear Chi moving around downstairs. Of course she's awake already. Not that I mind, of course. The smell of delicious food wafts upstairs. Time to eat. I finish brushing my teeth and washing my face and head downstairs. I see Chi in the kitchen frying some eggs. Shh. My bad. She suddenly cuts me off and points at the TV. I look over to where she's pointing. It looks like an ad for that idol show that she was talking about yesterday. Will Kimochii-chan be able to help her friends get out of the pinch they found themselves in? Or will her voice alone not be enough? Don't miss tomorrow's new episode of Kira Kimochii Idol's Adventure, airing at 10 a.m. Guess I was right. I look back over at Chi, who has a serious look on her face. She stares at the TV and doesn't say anything. Chi? She keeps staring. You might want to keep an eye on the,
Did she really overcome it?
What?
Are Kira and her friends gonna be okay?
Chi, the pan, look at the... She suddenly turns towards me.
Her power comes from her friends! What if she can't do it all by herself?
Chi, the eggs! She finally comes back to attention. Chi looks down at the pan to see 2 blackened eggs.
Oops.
I start laughing. I already knew Chi was way into this idol show, but man, she's way into it.
Guess I need to make these eggs again real quick. Can you wait a few minutes?
Yes. No problem. I go to sit down at the table. I always forget how hooked on this show you are.
Of course I am! It's a magnificent adventure! Every Saturday is like a mini Christmas because there's always a new episode!
Okay, so she is obviously obsessed with Kiro Kimochii, which could make sense that she titles her artist name on Akemi's SoundCloud. Like, okay, let's assume right now that CHIKO is Akemi, okay? On her SoundCloud page, we do see that she titles some of the music tracks on there Chikoro Kimochii blank, like Chikoro Kimochii's new song or Chikoro Kimochii whatever. So her wanting to like, I don't know how to describe what I'm thinking right now. It's like Akemi is way into it, or CHIKO is way into Kiro Kimochii, and Akemi uses Chikoro Kimochii's or Chikoro Kimochii as like a pseudonym for her artist name on her on her SoundCloud. So, I mean, that just kind of, to me, it's literally just, instead of Kimochii's, like, name, it's just her name with Ro at the end of it. Like, CHIKO Ro. I mean, do you see what I'm like, trying to, you know? But then you also got, like, the fact that she's, like, all talking about, like, oh, adventures are cool. And then, like, when we saw at, like, my first episode, or my first part of this series, we saw the actual, like, trailer for the video, or for the game. And we saw that it's, like, a brand new adventure with a new story to tell. Which is, like, yes, but if we think of what Sakura said on the most recent transmission video we got, she said that what Akemi is gonna tell you something that is no new story to tell. It's like, it's already been done before. So don't be fooled by what she says. So this is not a new story. This is the backstory of everything that happened within Radish ASMR. Is my thought, if I were to connect it back to Radish ASMR. Okay, rant over. Let me get back into it. That good, huh? She cracks 2 eggs into the pan and starts frying them.
Haven't you watched some of the episodes before? I have it on the TV a lot.
Never properly sat through a full one before. Anything I know about it comes from seeing you watch it in the background. She finishes frying the eggs and slides them onto our plates.
It's decided then.
What's decided then?
Tomorrow we're going to watch the newest episode together in the morning.
Huh?
Then you'll be able to fully understand the greatness of Kimochii's idol adventure. You're free tomorrow morning, right?
I am technically free tomorrow morning since my shift doesn't start till 5 p.m. But I don't know. Spending my morning watching an idol cartoon seems kind of...
I'll make you anything you want for breakfast.
What? Even my favorite?
Absolutely!
She throws me a thumbs up. Thank you, Kimochii. You may not be real, but we are good friends now. Alright, I'm in. She gives me an excited smile.
Yay! This is going to be so fun! Now here's today's breakfast.
Yes! She brings over 2 plates of sausage, rice, and eggs. Smells delicious.
Let's eat!
Let's eat.
Do you have club practice again today?
Yeah, same as usual. I might run a bit late tonight, though. Normally, Anna comes over to study on Fridays, but if she ever needs to reschedule, I usually offer to stay until closing, since Fridays are so busy, and also because I get paid more. What about you?
Not today. We're waiting until Alice gets back on Monday with the guitar.
Oh, that's right. So, pretty easy day then?
I actually need to leave a little early today. I want to look at some problems with my teacher from this week's homework, and she agreed to meet me this morning.
Ever the delinquent student, or delinquent, ever the diligent student. On top of being super motivated in her club activities, she also excels academically. You couldn't pay me to go to school early to go over homework questions. She smirks.
Yeah, all you need is a cute girl to get you motivated.
What? Damn it, she caught me off guard. That's just... She starts laughing.
Is it true or true?
I can't help but smile a little. Ugh, whatever. Just get out of here already. You need to go in early, right?
Yep. I'll just clean these up real quick.
Don't worry, I've got it. You can go get ready.
Okay, thanks, Simone.
She runs upstairs. Ugh, she's way too good at that. She heads out. About 10 minutes later, and I start getting ready to go as well. Once I start straightening my tie, I walk over to my desk and start putting my books into my bag. While I'm putting everything away, my eyes fall on Felicia's keychain. Better give this back today. I put the keychain in my pocket and finish packing my bag. I check my watch. 8:15. Time to head out. I head back downstairs and make my way outside. Alright, more interactions with Felicia coming up. That's gonna be something, I think. She seems normal. No, well, she does not seem normal. She's very suspicious. Ugh, still stupidly hot outside. And so starts my trek to school. I love the art, man. It's like pastel, like watercolor. but not at the same time. You know? The heat beats down on me, along with the insufferable humidity. Oh my god. Tell me about it. Not that, where I live has humidity because we never get water, or we never get rain, or anything of the sort, but I remember, I used to go up to Virginia, and, oh my god, Virginia is just miserable with humidity. It's like not as hot as where I am, but the humidity just makes you sweat and sweat. It's terrible. I understand you, Simon. I get you, bro. When will it finally end? It's almost September. Fall weather has got to be coming soon, right? As I continue walking, I notice that the tree I saw Felicia standing under yesterday. My mind flashes back to the incident from yesterday morning. I don't know why, but I decide to walk up to it. It's a seriously tall... Is it this tree? We talk about this tree right here? This is a big tree, man. And its branches tower over everything around it. I look up at the high branch where those delinquents threw Felicia's bag. Damn, that's high up. Whichever one of it threw it must have a crazy throwing
What's
arm.
high up?
Ugh. Hi, Annabelle. What? Suddenly a voice sounds from behind me, followed by the back of my neck getting sprayed with water. I jump forward in surprise. I turn around to see Anna laughing at me. She's holding a handheld fan. Oh, those little like... Okay, I like that. She's holding a handheld fan with a small spray nozzle at the top. Ugh, I can't believe I didn't hear you. She smiles.
Morning!
Morning, Anna.
What's so interesting about this tree? Were you thinking about climbing it or something?
Anna walks up to the tree and starts looking up at the high branches. I chuckle. In this weather? Yeah, no thanks. I neglect to mention the fact that I literally did climb it yesterday. She looks over at me with a
Just
smirk.
admiring it then? Wait.
Of course not. Anna's expression suddenly turns serious when she moves closer to me. Uh-oh. She gets really she noticed. Like, really close. Haha. What's up? I try to feign ignorance.
Simon, what happened to your face?
My face? What do you mean? She suddenly puts her hand on my cheek. The pain from yesterday springs to life again. Ow! She looks right into my eyes.
What happened?
Guess there's no hiding it now. You're not gonna be happy if I tell
You
you.
were being reckless again, weren't you?
I may have overextended myself a little at my job yesterday. Anna's eyes go wide.
At your job? What happened? Did someone hit you?
I, may have... Boy, she's gonna hate this answer. Got into a bit of a fight with some of the customers. I can see the frustration on Anna's face about to explode out of her. As expected, she's livid. And it's obvious she's having trouble holding it in.
And may I ask why you got into a fight with a customer at your job?
It's kind of a long story.
Trust me, I can make time.
When Anna's in a mood like this, I know she's not gonna back down. Okay, I'll explain, but how about on the way to school so we aren't late? She exhales, her discontent obvious.
Fine.
From there, we begin walking the rest of the way to school. Yeah, we kind of got elbowed. We kind of got like, I explained to Anna what happened yesterday at the tree yesterday. I tell her about how I ran into Felicia, how her bag was stuck up in a tree, and how the delinquents that seemingly about the delinquents that seemingly took something from her. Although I decided to leave out my Rube escapades.
This is kind of a lot to process. So your boss at your job also helped to take those thugs down?
Right?
That's wild.
And nope. Honestly, I was just as surprised last night. Anna looks at me inquisitively.
And the, keychain? Do you have it with you now?
Yeah, I've got it. I stop walking for a second and pull the keychain out of my bag. I hold it out to Anna, the FA side facing up at her. She takes it and gives it a close look.
Huh. I wonder what it's for.
I didn't mention anything about messing with it in my room last night. Sharing that without permission feels kind of like a breach of privacy. Anna hands it back to me.
The FA sure seems like a dead giveaway, but are you 100% sure this is Felicia's?
I'd say I'm like 95% sure.
So you got into a fight for 95%?
I awkwardly laugh. I definitely didn't mean for it to become one.
All for a girl you don't even know.
Ah! Huh? What did you say? Anna suddenly spins her head back at me.
Oh, nothing.
Her face is slightly red for some reason. She shakes her head and looks back at me. Her expression becomes more stern.
Listen, the point is, you shouldn't be getting into fights at all, especially at your job.
I recall what Mayu and the boss told me last night. I silently apologized to Anna in my mind. Suddenly, her expression softens.
Look,
Anna comes to a stop and glances away from me.
I get that you can defend yourself with your judo and stuff. And I get that you're motivated to put all this extra effort in so CHIKO can be happy. But it still makes me worried. You know?
I can see the genuine concern in her eyes. Damn it. I can never win against a face like that. Anna. No, she only gets frustrated because she's so worried about me. I'm sorry. I can't promise that I won't continue to frustrate you.
I know.
She's still looking away, but I'll try my best to take it easy when I can, okay? Anna sighs and turns her head back towards me.
And stay out of fights?
Yeah, I'll try and stay out of fights too. A half smile returns on her face.
Okay.
I hate making Anna worry as much as I do. I really need to be more careful. I glance down at my watch. 8:30. So, you ready to keep walking to school? I think we're cutting it pretty close now. She just stares at me. Anna?
Ha!
What? Suddenly her arm shoots up towards my face and I feel a spray of water. What was that for?
That was for getting into a fight.
What? Hey! She sprayed me again.
And that was for worrying me.
She sprayed me in my face, so I start wiping my eyes. I can hear her laughing, though. Open my eyes again. Okay, oh, come on! She sprayed me a third time. I wipe my face again. And what was that one for?
Just because I wanted to.
You cheeky little girl. I start laughing. Okay. Is there any more of those coming, or am I in the clear?
I guess I can let you off for now.
Lucky me.
Now come on! We need to hurry or we'll be late.
That's what I was saying just a second ago. Anna runs ahead and calls out.
Guess I must have missed that.
Dude, she's in the crosswalk? Where's that truck at? She looks back at me and winks. I smile to myself. This girl. You know what? Now that I think about it, I really do like our protagonist. He actually has like a backbone. Like I know with like a lot of visual novels, or maybe not just visual novels, but a lot of like protagonists within like stories or whatnot are like really wimpy and pathetic. But our guy is like really cool. He's a really nice guy. He's pretty sick. I like him. We continue our usual banter as we walk the rest of the way to school. Nice. 2:01. We hurry into the class at 8:43.
Just barely made it.
Yeah, just in time. As we sit down and start unpacking our bags, Anna glances at me with a cheeky smile.
You're lucky that serious conversation of ours didn't cost me my perfect attendance record.
I chuckle back. Definitely wouldn't want to be on the other end of that. Another day, I get my notebook and pencil ready as the teacher enters the classroom. Good morning, everyone. Please take a look at the board. We will continue where we left off yesterday. Okay. First and second period classes come and go with, as usual, with nothing interesting happening. Just lots of historical names and battles that I've already forgotten, and long literary passages. Although I actually kind of enjoy literature, so it wasn't too bad. Me too, bro. I agree. There was something I noticed during those two periods, though. Anna and I had to hurry to make it to class on time, so I had forgotten to look, but Felicia isn't here. It isn't necessary. Oh my god. Why do I feel like really uneasy about that? Like, I. It's not like the uneasy as in like, oh, I'm so worried for Felicia. We don't know anything about Felicia. I mean like the worry and like I feel like the Doki Doki stuff would happen. Like that sentence is like, I think maybe just Doki Doki traumatized me of visual novels, honestly. Okay, whatever. It isn't necessarily unheard of her to miss class, but given the timing of everything with the keychain and me hearing that phone call, it's weighing on my mind a little. I still haven't exactly decided how, but I want to give it back to her today. I guess I'll just have to wait until Monday. Anna stretching her arms back.
Here comes my least favorite part of the day.
I look over at her. Remind me why you claim to hate writing so much? She looks back with a frustrated expression.
Too much writing.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point. Our next class is obviously writing. Both classes share the same curriculum. But writing specifically is one of the few classes that Anna hates. And unsurprisingly, her worst subject. Not that her grade in the class is bad or anything. Okay, but doesn't math also involve a ton of writing?
Well, yeah, but at least those are all just numbers and symbols.
Okay, whatever, but I still don't see it. Anna laughs to herself. Just then, the teacher walks in. Good morning. Let's get started with the lesson. I open my writing notebook and pull out the book from yesterday's reading. Today we'll be reviewing chapters 33 and 34 of The Tale of Genji. This kind of class isn't particularly difficult for me. I actually enjoy reading books and writing about them. Not in my free time, of course, but when it's for a grade, it can be enjoyable. As we're reviewing chapters 34, the teacher asks us a question. You might recall that Genji becomes a grandfather in this chapter. Does anyone remember the name of Genji's newborn grandson? One of the students raises her hand. Yes, go ahead. That was Nyo-san? Nyo-san, right? Not quite. Their names sound similar, so you're on the right track. He looks at me. Simon, do you remember the name? I think I know this one, actually. I stand up to answer. Oh, God. Genji's grandson name is... I don't know. Kashiwagi. I'm gonna go that. That sounds cool. Nope, it's not it either. Darn, I guess I didn't know. After a little more review of each chapter, the teacher asked us each to write our own opinions on chapters 33 and 34. He gives us 10 minutes to do so. This part is pretty relaxing for me. I have a lot I want to say, so it's not hard to get the words onto the paper. Anna, on the other hand, I glance to my right. Yeah, she looks super annoyed. It blows my mind that someone who has no problem filling up 2 sheets of scratch paper to solve a single math problem would complain about having to write 2 paragraphs. Then I start imagining 2 sheets of scratch paper for anything math related. Yikes. I think I'll just focus on writing about books for now. I feel the same way. I'm with you, Simon. Once the school bell marking the end of the 3rd period rings, the teacher mentions something to us. Keep in mind that there will be a section dedicated to this book in the midterm in October, so please make sure you're doing the reading every night. Guess I've got some reviewing to do. I glance over at Anna, who now has an exasperated look on her face. Maybe this is my chance to finally nail a higher score than her on one of the midterm sections. Imagining her reaction to that makes me chuckle myself. Classes finish as normal, and 4th period is pretty uneventful as usual. Finally, break time! Anna turns to me.
You going to the school store?
Yep.
Great. I'll come with you.
Oh, you didn't bring your lunch today?
I was a little busy getting ready this morning, so I didn't have time to make anything.
Ah, right. You're going to an event tonight, aren't you?
Right. And the attire is fancy, so I needed to pack and make sure my nice clothes were ready.
I smirk. Oh, going to a fancy party, are we?
We already know what it is. I told you about it.
What is it? Anna mentioned it a couple times earlier this week. Her dad is a company CEO and wants her to come to some company gathering. Okay. From the sound of it, it seems like some kind of fancy business party.
And it's like 2 hours away by car, so I have to leave right after school.
Sometimes she also has to go a day early for rehearsals like today.
But let's not talk about that. Let's just eat food.
Alright, sure thing. Anna and I make our way downstairs to the school store. While we're waiting in line, Anna begins looking over what food options there are. She looks over at me.
What are you getting?
I point at the beef bowl on the menu.
Of course you are.
What about you?
I think I'll just get a salad.
Really? I was almost sure you'd order the chocolate bread too.
Oh, really? Why's that?
I give her a playful smile. Because I know just how much you love sweets.
I don't eat sweets.
I silently raise my eyebrow. Anna's face turns a little red.
Okay, I don't eat them that often.
I start laughing. Anna smiles and hits the side of my arm.
You ass.
You dummy. Once Anna and I have gotten our food, we go back to the classroom for lunch. The last 2 periods of the day are always my least favorite, but thanks to Anna's help on Wednesday, math didn't feel quite as bad as it did earlier this week. It still feels like an uphill battle trying to decipher all the steps to solve these problems, but it's getting a little better. I just hope I'll be ready in time for the math test next week. The bell marking the end of the day finally rings. I lean back into my chair and stretch. Finally! Done for the week!
Too bad neither of us gets the night off.
True. I look at Anna still stretching. Don't ruin this moment for me. I want to savor the no math for 2 days feeling a bit longer. She's laughing at me now.
Okay, sorry. I won't ruin the moment.
You already did! We both started laughing, not particularly caring if anyone else in the classroom thinks we're weird. Anna finishes putting her books in her bag and slings it over her shoulder.
I've got to run. Good luck at your shift today.
Bye, Anna! Thanks. See you Monday. Anna hurries out of the room. I check my phone. 3:52 p.m. I head out of the classroom and down the stairs. Okay, I guess we're not gonna see Felicia. Looks like I wasn't able to give Felicia her keychain back today. Guess I'll just give it back to her on Monday. It's nagging at me, but I push those thoughts aside for now and make my way to the bar. Tumultuous step! It's nice being able to walk here instead of running the whole way. Although that's probably because Anna had to leave early after class. Usually I stay and talk with her for a bit before leaving. I make my way inside. As I walk to the back, I see Mayu and the boss making and serving drinks out in the main room. Mayu waves at me. I smile back. Seems like business is already picking up. I put my bag and my phone away and quickly change into my uniform. Once I'm back out, I walk over to the counter where the boss is in the middle of making a shake and drink. Hello, sir. Where do you want me to start today? The boss looks over at me and smiles cheerfully. Ah, hello, Simon. Ready for the Friday shift? Of course. I can also stay late tonight if needed. Wonderful. That would be most appreciated. He pours the shake and drink contents into a glass, garnishes it with a small lemon wedge, and hands the glass to me. Think you could stop by bringing this drink to the table of the young woman over there? There's no way it's just gonna be like, oh, this is Felicia. Is it? The woman wearing the dark red coat ordered it. Yeah, I think Felicia wears a dark red coat. Of course, sir. Understood. I get myself into work mode and walk over to the table. Hello, ladies. Thank you for coming this afternoon. I believe this drink is for you. I make eye contact with the woman in the red coat. Oh. Never mind. Okay, so it's not gonna be Felicia. Good. She's too young to be at a bar. Yes, that's mine. Thank you. Oh, I'm not gonna do a woman voice. I'm not gonna do a woman voice. It's not gonna end up well. I look at the other 2 women sitting at the table and notice that their drinks are almost finished. Can I get you 2 anything else? The 2 women look to my right, looks at the menu. What's in the Kimochii twist? Oh, that's one of our signature mixes. It's our take on an orange twist and vodka mixture. Ooh, I like the sound of that. One of those, please, on the rocks. Of course. And for you? I look to the third woman at the table. Just another house beer for me. And a smile from the handsome young man taking my order. Understood, I'll have those Huh? Mayu, who happened to be giving out some drinks to the table next to me, perks up. I look over at Mayu, then back at the woman. She winks at me. What? I look at Mayu again. She just starts laughing at me. She then throws me a thumbs up and heads back to the counter. I look back to the three women who are now smiling and laughing, or staring at me. I'll have those drinks out for you shortly. I smile awkwardly and hurry back to the counter. I can hear them giggling behind me. My face feels hot as I approach the counter. Then I hear a teasing voice.
I've got those 2 drinks ready for you. Handsome.
Mayu already has the 2 drinks ready on the counter. I look up. She has a cheeky smile on her face. I roll my eyes. Oh, shut up. Dude, I love Mayu. I love Mayuka. She's great. Her voice actor, amazing. Who's the voice actor from Mayuka? Big shout out. I love it. I love it. After quickly grabbing the drinks from the counter, I head back to the table. Thankfully, once I put the drinks on the table, the women don't say anything else that I'm unprepared for. Just lots of smiling and giggling. I hurry back to the counter. I see the boss, who also gives me a grin and a thumbs up. These two. Oh my god. I love it! I love these guys! I love these guys! The Friday shift continues and continues to get busier as the night goes on, with our busiest peak around 9:30 p.m. Hello, gentlemen. What can I get for you? Whiskey sour for me. 2 house beers here. Shot of your recommended vodka. Vodka orange. Understand? I'll have those out for you shortly. I head back to the counter. Got another round for you. Tear off my notepad and hand it to Mayu.
On it. You holding up okay?
Yep, powering through. Mayu smiles.
Rush hour's almost over.
I laugh. Finally. I then head to the next table to take orders. Friday always keeps me busy and active the whole time I'm working, but it's nothing I'm not used to at this point. And after a long shift, 11 p.m. finally rolls around. On Fridays and Saturdays, the bar closes an hour later. The boss bids farewell to the rest of the customers as they make their way out of the store. He turns to Mayu and me. Good work today, you two. Let's keep up the momentum and push through tomorrow's shift as well. Of course, sir.
Like always.
Simon, you're free to head home. And Mayu, I think we'll finally break the Friday record today. Mayu, who's already holding the bar's new floor steamer, picks up a stopwatch. She has a cheeky smile on her face.
Maybe if you pull your weight this time.
The boss grins back. Whatever happened to respecting your superiors? I laugh. These two never change. I love it. I love it. Great writing from... I think Radish is the writer for this stuff. This is great writing. I love it. After I've changed and got my things together, I wave to the boss and Mayu as I head out of the bar. Bye, Mayu. Bye, boss man. Once I'm outside, I pull out my phone. There's a text from Chi. Dinner's ready. I'm keeping it warm in the oven. I think you're gonna like it. I chuckle to myself. Chi's so funny. Of course I'm gonna like her cooking. I feel bad for having her or making her wait so long. I text her back. I'm on my way back finally. I think I should be home about around 11:30. Not wanting to be out any longer than I need to, I start hurrying home. About after 5 minutes of walking, I feel my phone buzz. It's another message from Chi. Hurry up, I'm hungry. Maybe eating a little snack. Smile at my phone screen. I'll be home soon. Time to get going. And I jog the rest of the way home. I hurry up to the front door, insert the key, and head inside. I see Chi waiting for me at the table. Her face lights up when she sees me and throws her arms into the air.
Yay! You're finally back!
Yeah, I'm back and I'm hungry. Chi grins.
You're telling me! Hurry up and go get changed so we can eat already!
On it. I run upstairs to my room. I hurriedly throw my bag and uniform onto the bed and as I put on some sweatpants and a t-shirt. Then I dash back out of my room and down the stairs. Run over to the table and sit down just as Chi is bringing out the tray of food. She beams at me.
Drum roll, please.
She sets down the tray in the middle of the table.
Ta-da!
What fills my vision almost brings tears of happiness to my eyes. Roast steak plus stir-fried noodles and veggies. Ooh! Yes! I love this one! She smiles.
I knew you'd like it.
We both clap our hands
Let's
together.
eat.
Let's eat. Whenever we eat steak and stir-fried together, we always just put everything onto a single hot tray and split it all onto our plates as we eat it. I can feel my mouth watering as I bring the first bite of steak into my mouth. I bite down. This time my vision actually does
How
go
is
a
it?
little blurry. I respond, my mouth still full of steak. You couldn't possibly understand how at peace I am right now. She starts laughing.
Well, I do my best.
Your best is the best. She smirks.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I should start charging money for it, if it's that good.
You really could if you wanted to. I bet people would pay. Wait, that doesn't include me, does it? She burst out laughing. I can't help but laugh too. We continue our loud back and forth for another hour or so. I look at the clock. Wow, it's almost 1 a.m. already.
That's because someone was out practicing judo for hours and hours today.
I laugh awkwardly. Sorry about that. You know how it is with the competition coming up and whatnot.
I know. But
Her face suddenly becomes more serious.
we have an early day tomorrow.
Right! We do?
Yes, we do! A very important early day, as a matter of fact.
My mind blanks. She just stares at me expectantly. So, why do we...
Tomorrow's a new episode of KKIA!
KKIA, okay. I stare at her, still unsure of what she's talking about.
Remember our deal?
She smirks.
Our food-related deal?
Then it clicks. Oh, of course I remember. I wake up to watch your idol show with you and you make an amazing breakfast for me, right? She gives me a big smile and puts her arms in a circle over her head.
Ding, ding! Correct!
Just name the time and I'll be awake. She suddenly points at me.
In that case, I'll need you up bright and early at 9:30 a.m. The new episode comes on at 10.
I salute her back. Aye. Let's hurry and clean up so we can go to sleep. She runs over to the sink and picks up a sponge.
All set.
I scrape the plates and hand them the Chi, and then she scrubs everything with the sponge and finally hands it back to me to dry and put away. Some bonding activities with brother and sister, okay. We finish cleaning everything in about 10 minutes and head upstairs. I flop down onto my bed. Fatigue immediately covers my body. Another week done. As I lay down waiting for sleep to take me, my mind begins to wander. Felicia enters my mind. I feel like I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I still have no idea what's going on with that keychain, or that weird phone call I eavesdrop on. Something was going on with her, something that I didn't want to have anything to do with. I need to get this keychain back to her already. I still have no idea how I'm going to tell her I got it though, but before I can think about it more, the fatigue from the day finally takes over and I start to drift off to sleep. Yeah, how would you explain that? Saturday, August 29th. We're almost on August 30th. I don't know if that's like the big thing that it's being pointed to, but we'll see. I can smell something amazing. It feels like it's pulling me towards the light. Stronger and stronger. Suddenly my eyes open. Was it just a dream? No, I can still smell it. Wait, I quickly sit up. Today's breakfast day! I can hear laughter come from downstairs. Guess I said that a little too loud. I glance at my alarm clock. It reads 9:23. Normally I'd still be feeling groggy on Saturday at this time, but today I'm being energized by the smell of the food that she's making downstairs. And since today is Saturday, I don't even need to get changed. I just roll out of bed, brush my teeth, and head down to the kitchen.
Good morning, Simon. Ready for Idol Day?
You bet I am.
Breakfast is almost done. Just wait until you see what I made.
I can't wait. I sit down at the table, my anticipation at an all-time high. After about 2 minutes, Chi brings the plate over.
All right, here it is.
I can barely contain myself when I see what's on those plates. One plate has a big stack of fluffy souffle. Souffle? I've never seen that word before. Souffle? Some stupid French word. Pancakes, and the other has a pile of scrambled egg sausage. Oh my god, Chi! Oh my god! That's like the masterclass meal right there. She sets the plates down on the table and looks at me with a proud expression.
So what do you think?
I look back at her seriously. Chi, can you do me a favor? I need you to pinch my arm. I think I might have ascended to heaven just now. She giggles.
All right, how's that?
It hurts, but I keep my face the same and don't react.
Simone?
Yeah, I think I must be in heaven already. Dude, banger meal, Chico. Oh my goodness. Chi suddenly burst out laughing. A playful grin appears on her face.
Well, how's this?
She pinches my arm harder. Ow, ow, ow! She starts laughing harder.
Looks like I just pulled you back down to earth.
Once I start laughing along with her, it only escalates from there. After about a minute, we're just howling with laughter. It's moments like this where I realize just how lucky I am. When we finally start to calm down, Chi looks at me.
We need to start eating already. The food's gonna get cold.
Oh, right. We both quickly adjust our chairs and prepare to eat. Oh! But then I noticed something. Oh. With an overly serious expression, I looked at Chi. Chi, we have a problem. She looks at me and catches on immediately, giving me a complete serious face
What
back.
is it, Simone?
These eggs. There's no pepper on them. Dude, you gotta put the seasoning on the eggs, bruh. She gasps. She responds with a dramatic voice.
No pepper? We can't have that.
You're right. Which means... I pound my fist on the table. Chi!
Yes. What is it?
We need pepper! Stat! She salutes.
Aye, aye.
She quickly gets up from the chair and runs over to the cabinet.
Simone! The pepper's not in its usual spot.
What? I stand up dramatically. Well then, where is it?
Simone!
Yes, what?
It's on the table already.
Okay. Okay. We both slowly look to where the pepper is, in plain sight, right on the table. We both burst out laughing again. A typical Saturday morning. After that, we finally started eating breakfast for real. Dude, was I tripping or was that missing a period? Radish! Fix it! There's no punctuation! This is game changing! Radish, fix it! Still love you though. Love you, Radish. Love you. It's, of course, perfect. Cheese, sugar. I stay with food still in my mouth. She puts her hands on her hips.
Thank you.
I finish chewing. When does the new episode come on again? She glances at the
In
clock.
about 15 minutes, so we need to hurry up and finish.
She looks at me excitedly.
I want you to be locked in so you can experience all of Kira Kimochii's greatness.
Okay, I chuckle. I can't wait. At this point, I honestly was a little curious about what made this show so amazing to Chi. She points to the TV remote sitting on the couch.
Could you go ahead and turn the TV on?
Sure thing. I finish my last bite of eggs and sausage and walk over to the couch. Which channel is it on?
Just flip through the stations until you see INC.
INC? That doesn't ring... That rings 0 bells for me. Shrug. What's NIC?
It's Idol Network channel.
Oh, well that would make sense, I guess. Oh, okay. Why is there a whole station dedicated to idols? I grab the remote and start clicking through channels. As soon as I reach the right one, I don't even have to look at the name to know I'm in the right place. My eyes are immediately filled with upbeat music, bright colors, and happy-looking characters all over the screen.
There it is!
I figured. I look back at Chi. How much time do we have? She looks at the clock again.
About 10 minutes.
All right, let's hurry and clean everything up.
Okay.
We quickly bring all the dishes over to the sink, scrub them with soap, and put them in the drying rack. As we're finishing up, we hear the voice of an announcer come from the TV. And now, presenting this week's episode of Kimochii Idol's Adventure. She looks over at the TV, panic in her eyes.
The couch! Go to the couch!
I hurriedly put the last plate onto the drying rack. Okay, let's go. Both of us hurry over to the couch. We sit down right as the intro is getting ready to start. Oh! Whoa, we got still art. Is that what it's called? Oh, it's whatever. We got it. It's cool. Nice. And it's drawn really nicely too. Chi and I settle into our usual spot, sitting on the floor in front of the couch. Sometimes we'll sit on the couch like normal people, but we've gotten used to sitting here whenever we watch a movie together or something. She suddenly grabs my arm.
Woohoo! It's time!
She has stars in her eyes. She looks over at me.
Here we go!
I can't help but smile seeing her this excited about something. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the show's all about. She starts bobbing up and down where she's sitting. I look back to the TV to see the title sequence starting. How long has this show been going on again?
I think it's like 4 years now?
Dang!
This is season 9 right now.
Dang!
And this opening song is the show's 5th original OP.
Dang!
They change the opening song every 2 seasons.
Makes sense. Wow, that's cool. Which one do you like the best?
Which OP?
Yeah. She furrows her brow. She's taking the question super seriously.
I think the first one will always hold a special place in my heart.
Dude, me with like JoJo openings, even though I've only seen part 1 through 3, that's so facts.
But this season's is definitely the catchiest. I listen to it all the time while I'm doing homework.
You listen to this while doing school stuff? It's so energetic and upbeat, how can you possibly focus? She gives me a cheeky smile.
Yes, I'm just smart enough for it.
Hey! Oh, is that how it is?
You bet that's how it is. I could... Ah!
She suddenly cries out. What? What is... She frantically points at the TV.
The episode is starting! Look at the screen!
I look at the TV screen to see a recap of the last episode.
Last episode was really big!
She suddenly launches into an explanation.
Kira and her friends finally found the legendary purple song shard, a relic that they weren't even sure existed. This was something talked about as early as the 2nd season, so them finding it was a huge surprise.
Okay, so is that something that...
But when they found the song shard, they were given a riddle. And after hearing it, they quickly deduced that if they answered the riddle correctly, they would be able to obtain the shard and use its power for good.
Wait, how did a shard give them a...
And before the girls could come up with an answer, the shard suddenly changed color and started shooting out negative dissonance energy, which means the song shard was actually corrupted.
Okay, so does that mean that Kira...
Then the dissonance energy zapped all of Kira's friends to somewhere else.
Gee, I'm really not following what you're... She whips her head towards me.
So now she has to save them by herself!
She's panting now, out of breath. But there's still a big, excited smile on her face.
So, are you caught up?
Yep. I decided it would probably be better for me to just watch the show instead of asking questions. Yeah, I think so. She beams.
Great! Let's watch!
We both turn our heads back to the TV just as all of the introductory and recap segments are finishing up. I see a young, worried-looking girl staring at a floating crystal with negative energy coming out of it.
So after her friends got zapped away last episode, she was left all alone in the cave to deal with the corrupted song shard.
Ah, I see.
The level of Kira's magic is higher when she has her friends with her. But now that she's all alone, I don't know what she's gonna do.
Okay. She can use magic? She chuckles.
Obviously. She can
Duh!
harness the power of music to create magical energy.
Okay. Of course, how obvious. As we keep watching, I can see the characters on... I see the character on screen, Kira, desperately fighting back against a barrage of attacks from the corrupted shard. It looks like she's holding a magic wand of some sort. Hey, what's that magic wand that she's holding? She stares at the screen, TV, engrossed and responds without looking away.
That's her song staff. Using the power of song, she... Look out!
What? She suddenly cries out, startling me. On the screen, Kira narrowly dodges a burst of negative energy.
She could power up the staff and use its powers to fight off evil.
And right back to the explanation. Oh, okay. So how exactly does the power... So how exactly does she power up the staff? By singing? A big grin forms on her face.
Yes! No!
No? He startled me again. Kira barely dodges another attack. Chi lets out a sigh of relief.
No. Sorry, yes.
Which one is it?
Yes. She powers up her staff by singing. And then she uses it to... No! Kira!
Whoa. Whoa. Chi suddenly grabs my arm. What? What? She frantically points at the screen. I look to see Kira finally being hit by one of the bolts of negative energy. No! Kira! She flies back into... Whoa, what the heck? Okay. She flies back into a wall and falls to the ground, struggling to even get up.
No, no, no.
She looks legitimately worried. I can feel her hand squeezing my arm tighter. The camera cuts back to the song shard. The negative energy surrounding it starts to reform itself into the shape of a bipedal creature. Chi suddenly gasps.
Ah! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
What? What did you know? She frantically launches into an
The
explanation.
song shard already appeared discolored when Kira and her friends found it, so I knew something was up. And then on top of that, the negative energy that came out of the song shard immediately targeted Kira and her friends.
So what does that mean? On the screen, I see two eyes appear on the now formed creature.
It's a strident walker!
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. She says it with such certainty and excitement that I almost feel like I understand what she says just from her tone of voice. And then I remember that I have no idea what she's talking about at all. She puts her hands back in. She puts her hands back down between her legs and starts bobbing up and
Come
down
on,
again.
Kira! Hurry and get up!
She glances over at me.
Simone, come on! You have to call out to Kira too!
Kira! Help! What? Call out to her? Wait, what? But she's just a...
Simone!
Chi's energy convinces me. Okay, I'll help. I ready myself, trying not to think about how embarrassing this is. Come on, Kira, let's go. I sheepishly call out to the 2D character on the television screen. Chi gives me an annoyed look.
No, not like that! You have to say it louder!
Her enthusiasm is palpable. I take a deep breath. Okay, let's go, Kira! Hurry up and beat that monster! I look back to Chi expectantly. She looks at me and starts laughing. What? Why are you laughing at me? You were the one that told me to do that. I feel like I was just tricked. Chi keeps laughing.
Well, it's just funny when you only commit to it 50%.
Oh, of course. She wasn't laughing at the fact that I was talking to a TV character. It was at the fact that I wasn't all reserved when doing so. Or that I was at all reserved when doing so. How quaint.
I'll show you how it's done.
Kira! I look at Chi curiously, who takes a deep breath.
Let's go, Kira! You have to get up! Your friends are counting on you!
The sudden increase in volume catches me off guard. She is essentially just screaming at this point. She then immediately starts smiling normally again.
See what I mean?
There isn't a single hint of sarcasm in her voice. The absurdity of it all hits me and I start laughing. Chi looks at me, confused.
What are you laughing about?
Sorry, it's nothing. I'm just having a good time. She then gives me a bright smile.
Me too!
We keep watching. Kira is now being approached by the Strident Walker. She's struggling to find the strength to stand. Can't she just sing at him? Why isn't she powering up her staff? She looks worried.
Kira knows that she can't afford to waste too much power right now. And I think she's worried that she doesn't have a song powerful enough to stop a monster this strong.
She grabs my arm again, albeit this time more lightly. So, what is she gonna do? I find myself surprised by how invested I'm becoming in this episode.
If only she had a song strong enough to... Oh!
Dude, what if we sing a song? Chi's eyes suddenly widen as if she realized something. What is it?
There is a song that's strong enough to beat it! One that she hasn't sung yet!
Oh? There is? Just then, Kira, in her weakened state, starts softly singing a familiar tune. Wait, where do I know this song from? I keep listening. I don't hear anything. Chi has a confident smile on her face, and then I hear it. Kira says, "Adventure, adventure." Kira is still injured, so it sounds weak, but I know that melody anywhere. Chi and I both cried at the same time.
The OP song!
Yeah! Whoa. Kira begins glowing and a big ball of light forms around her. She looks ecstatic.
It's happening!
What's happening?
Kira is getting promoted!
I'm confused by the wording of that. Getting promoted? By who? Like her boss? She laughs.
No, silly. It's just what leveling up in this show is called.
Duh. You gotta know that, Simon. Idiot.
She's gaining more power.
I look back to the screen. Kira begins to float up into the air. The monster looks noticeably distraught and begins backing away slowly. I can hear the instruments swell as the OP begins to play at full force.
Go, Kira!
I find myself being swept up by the excitement as well. Woo! Go, Kira! Kira begins shooting magic at the monster over and over again, bringing it to its knees. You won't stop me or my friends. Idle Adventure Charm level 5! She is cheering now.
Level 5! Level 5!
Dude, Luffy!
Go!
She's completely enraptured with the show now. To be fair though, so am I. Idle Flash! Dude, why is... Kira needs a voice. Put Kira
Idle
voice.
Flash! She really used Idle Flash!
Idle Flash? What's that thing from Jujutsu Kaisen? Black Flash? Something like that? Based on Chi's reaction, I'm assuming this is a big deal. She suddenly grabs my arm and starts shaking me.
Simone! She used Idle Flash! She used Idle Flash!
No way! Whoa, 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 stop shaking me. What does Idle Flash mean?
It's an idle charm that Kira has been practicing all season, but she wasn't able to get the hang of it. This is the best!
On the screen, the monster cries out as it's surrounded by a bright light. Once the light clears, the purple song shard is sitting silently on the ground, noticeably more purple than it was before. What's more, all of Kira's friends are there now too, looking a little dazed and confused. Chi lets out a sigh of relief.
Thank goodness they're okay.
Based on her expression, you think that she was talking about her real life friends. Following that, all the girls hug and cry and celebrate that they found the purple song shard, vowing to continue their adventure into another day. The credits then begin to roll. She looks at me expectantly.
So, what did you think?
I thought that was awesome. I smile. Not half bad. I'm honestly surprised how much I liked it. Maybe I'll even watch the next episode with you. She gasped and her eyes light up.
Really?
Yeah, sure, why not? This was fun.
Yay!
So, when does this next episode come out? Next week? She gives me a slightly disappointed look.
That was actually the finale of season 9.
What? That was the finale? I guess it did kind of feel like a big finale-esque moment.
Yeah, so we gotta wait for season 10 to be released.
Does that have a release date?
Yeah, it's supposed to come out in late November.
And And it's almost September, and almost, yeah, wow, that comes out really short after it ends. Wow. All right, that's not too far away. Let's watch the first episode of season 10 together when it comes out. Chi grabs my arm and gives me a warm smile.
That sounds perfect.
Aww. That was some cute bonding between the two of them. Okay. After the episode ends, Chi and I talk a little more before heading upstairs to our rooms. She mentions that there's something that she wanted to work on today that she was feeling particularly inspired. And that she was feeling particularly inspired. I walk into my room and flop down on my bed. I look at my alarm clock to see 11:15 staring back at me. Still plenty of time before my shift starts. What else should I... I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket. I reach to pull it out. It's a message from Anna. Can't wait for this party. I chuckle. I try imagining Anna wearing a nice dress and acting sophisticated at a high-class party. Yeah, still can't do it. Definitely not her style. I text her back. What? You mean you're not ecstatic about mingling with some more suits? Yeah, because they're at a very high-class party, huh? No! It's not too often that she has to go to corporate events like this, but they do come up every few months, and her dad makes her attend. Ever since his big promotion to company CEO. I can't necessarily think of anything in relation to that with Radish. Maybe when my brain is not fully like visual noveled right now. Because right now I'm locked into the visual novel rather than unless it's like blatant, I guess, but at this point she's used to them. But I remember last year when she would go on and on about how annoying they were. It also didn't help that they were always far away. She had to take a 2-hour card ride to get to this one. So what's the deal this time? Another company getaway? Honestly, I wish it was just that. Apparently the party is really more of a networking event. Interesting. My dad didn't tell me much, but from the sound of it, this is a meeting to discuss a business partner with some other company. Ooh, with Arison? Maybe? Well, I feel like she'd say that, though. Now, that's interesting. Any idea what company? Also, what does he need for you to be there if that's the case? The head of the potential partner company has a daughter that my dad wants to introduce me to. Oh, yep, that's Arison. Yep, that's got to be the Arison company. Ah, really getting pulled around, huh? You can say that again. This whole thing sounds like such a pain. I could care less about meeting some rich company girl. I just want to lay on my bed and watch TV. Yeah, that sounds more like you. Also, you're saying I'm lazy. I smirk. If the bag of potato chips fits. You ass. I start laughing. And I know she's doing the same. I respond again. Speaking of Chi TV, you'll never guess what Chi made me watch today. No way. Guess she already knows. Yep. Kimochii Idol's Adventure. Seriously? You actually agreed to watch that? I'm shocked. Wait. What? She bribed you, didn't she? Damn, she's good. How does she always know? I don't know what you're talking about. You can't fool me. What did she give you? I decide to concede, knowing she'll probably guess it soon anyway. It's pretty obvious. She, promised to make whatever I wanted for breakfast. I knew it! And I bet it tasted so good, too. You could say that again. I should have been there, too! I actually like that show. Now, that's surprising. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, really? So I assume you caught the finale of Season 9? No. I haven't had time because of this dumb party. You better not spoil anything. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get home. Ha ha ha. Maybe we can all start watching it together once Season 10 comes out. Ha, why? So you can get more breakfast? Well, Yeah, kind of. But I actually enjoyed the show, so I wouldn't mind watching more of it. What? You mean you had it in you you mean you had it in you to enjoy idol shows all this time and you never told me? She's getting worked up for some reason. I didn't know until today. All right, that's it. I've decided. You realize that you've now finally given me another person besides CHIKO to watch about idols with, right? Yes. Oh boy, you'd better get you better get ready for the biggest lore dump of the century for when I get back. Here we go. I'm not joking at all right now. You seriously better be ready because there's a lot you need to get caught up to speed on before season 10 drops. I feel like maybe I've made a grave mistake. You'll try to take it easy on me first, right? You did this to yourself. You opened the box. I think I'll get CHIKO to help me. What have I done? I start typing up another response, but Anna interrupts it with another message. Hey, sorry, gotta bounce. Fancy event stuff approaches. I quickly delete what I was typing before. Alright, good luck, and have fun. After that, I put my phone down. My alarm clock reads 12:23 p.m. Wow, we were talking for an hour? I'm pretty sure I got through that in like 2 minutes. Time flies, I guess. But, I mean, it's still a little early, but I wonder if Chi wants to go anywhere for lunch. She's probably busy working on something, so I'll just shoot her a text. Hey, you want to go anywhere for lunch? I'm in the zone right now. I'll probably eat later in the afternoon. Is that alright? Of course, I'll find something. Guess she's pretty focused. I'll just throw together some sandwiches. I head downstairs to the kitchen. I may not be great at cooking or baking, or just making food in general, but at least I can manage a sandwich. I open up one of the cabinets. Let's see, what does a sandwich need? First is bread, of course. I pull out a plate and 2 slices of bread and put them on the counter. Okay, what's next? Ah, meat, obviously. I wonder what we got in here. I open up the fridge. Oh, new pack of ham? Lucky me. I pull out the ham. A few slices of this sounds pretty good. Let's go with 3 slices. I place the slices onto the bread. What's next? Oh yeah, I gotta add some cheese. Where is it? I pull out a pack of sliced cheese. And then I walk back and add 2 slices to the sandwich. Am I really? We're getting sandwich tutorial right now. This is looking pretty good so far. And I think I'll go for some vegetables next. I open the fridge for a 3rd time. Lettuce, onions, tomato, and my eyes fell on a bottle of mayonnaise. Mayo! I grab everything and move over to the counter. Gotta cut the vegetables first. I pull out a knife and a cutting board out of the drawer. Just a couple of slices of each should be fine. I begin chopping the vegetables. Let's see, 2 tomato slices, 3 onion slices, and I can just pull a couple of leaves off the lettuce head. Finished! I put the vegetables on my sandwich and spread some mayo on the empty slice. Once everything is back in the fridge, I come back over to the counter to enjoy my creation. Haha, that was easy. I may not be great at cooking or baking, or just making food in general, but I can at least manage a... This looks horrible! I can't let anyone see this! How did this happen? All I did was put the ingredients onto the bread. I solemnly carry the plate with my mangled sandwich over to the table and silently eat lunch. Dude, how can you mess up a sandwich? Come on, dog. How old are we? I'm relaxing on the couch and watching some TV when I hear humming coming down the stairs. She notices me.
Oh, hey Simone! Taking some me time?
I laugh. Yeah, pretty much. What have you been up to? She glances off to the left for some reason.
Just a project of mine.
Suspicious. I stare at her.
What?
Suspicious. I say it out loud this time.
It's nothing weird, I swear!
Her face starts turning red. She's terrible at hiding things. Oh? You sure? I could have sworn I heard some faint singing from your room earlier.
Simone!
Her face is really red now. I chuckle. Time to stop teasing her. I think I already have an idea as to what she's been doing anyway. Sorry, I won't press. Taking a break? She lets in an audible sigh and recomposes herself.
I wanted to take a lunch break.
Lunch break? I look at the clock, but it's 4 p.m.
Huh?
She looks surprised for some reason.
It's that late already?
She laughs awkwardly.
Guess I got a little too carried away.
She walks over and opens the fridge.
You want anything? I think I'm gonna make a sandwich.
I already ate, but I could use something else before I head off to my shift. Plus, I would never turn down an offer of food from Chi. Sure, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
I'm also curious to see how Chi makes a sandwich. So I watch her from the couch as she starts putting everything together. Sounds like Chi has that Idol song stuck in her head. But then, what was...
What do you want on yours?
Ham, cheese, lettuce, onion, tomato, and mayo, please. What?
What's with that immediate response?
She laughs at me. I watch as she begins constructing the sandwich. Let's see. Plate and bread first. Ham, cheese, onion, tomato, lettuce, mayo on the empty bread slice, and done. Why does it look so much better than mine? I did all the same things. There's even a faint yellow glow surrounding it. She notices me staring.
What's with that frustrated look?
Nothing.
Well, here's your sandwich.
I smile. Thanks, Chi. I take a bite. Perfection. Which, of course, makes it 1,000,000 times better than
Is
mine.
it alright?
In a slightly frustrated tone, I respond, amazing as usual.
Is that a hint of frustration I hear in your voice?
I don't know what you're talking about. As I take the last bite of my sandwich, I glance at the clock. 5 p.m. Yikes, I've got to hurry.
Yeah, you've got club practice tonight, right?
Yep, today's gonna run late, so I should be back at around 11:15 or so.
Sure do practice a lot. It's really inspiring.
Her expression turns to one of determination.
And that means I've got to keep up.
I can't help but smile. I love seeing Chi get fired up. I do feel a little bit bad since I'm technically lying to her, but I've got my reasons and I don't plan to go back on them now. I throw Chi a thumbs up. Let's both do our best. Let's both do our best. Nice, okay. Once I've got my things together, I start walking towards the bar. It takes about 10 minutes to get there by walking, so I take my time. Okay. As I'm walking, my thoughts turn to Anna. I think she said that the party starts around 6 p.m., so she should be getting ready by now. I can only imagine all the venting she'll want to do when I see her next. I chuckle. Maybe we can get Chi and have a group gossip. Oh my god, what? Dude, I swear, like, the more I read, the more I, like, miss-see words and whatnot. It's bad. It's bad. Maybe we can get Chi and have a group session where we all hang out, listen to Anna vent, and eat snacks or something. Tumultuous tap! It sure has been getting dark early these days. I can see and hear lots of activity coming from inside. Seems like the usual busy Saturday. I head inside.
Yo, Simone!
Yo! Mayuka enthusiastically greets me from a little ways away. Hey, Mayu! I also nod to the boss and as he notices me as well. I make my way to the back room to get changed and clock in. Mayu, my goat! It only takes me about 2 minutes to get ready. Put my phone in the back locker and clock in. Simon! Just the man I wanted to see! The boss greets me this time. Hello, sir. What should I get started with? Orders as usual, please. Start with that table over there. He points at a table full of rowdy-looking college students. They already look drunk. On it. The shift itself is busy like I expected, but compared to Friday nights, Saturday is typically easier overall. Really? I guess I mean, I can't say, I don't personally go out for whatever, like, I'm I'm 20. I don't go to bars or whatever, nor do I really plan to. But I feel like weekends are the busiest, are they not? But I mean, I guess Friday is the day everyone wants to party and whatnot, so I guess that makes sense. Another round of beers for table 2. Hi, Mayuka. Hello. There's always the rowdy customers.
Simone, could you take these drinks to table 5?
Sure thing. But I've come to learn that this sort of thing is pretty par of the course for the course when working at a bar. Simon, mind bringing these 2 orders to the counter for Mayu? Of course, sir. I hurry over to the counter. 1 lemon sour and 2 cosmopolitans for table 10, and a round of 4 blended margaritas for table 7.
Coming right up.
In fact, even though I stay until closing on Saturday, the customer number begins to come down from its peak at as early as 9 o'clock. Tonight, things were pretty average. Around 9:30, the bar starts to thin out considerably. As I'm waiting for Mayu to finish making another round of drinks, she looks at me.
I guess we're past the peak for tonight.
Seems like it.
Holding up okay?
Yep, all good. But I'm not the one having to make all the drinks. Mayu smiles.
That might not be the case for much longer.
Oh? Huh? What do you
The
mean?
boss mentioned yesterday that he wants to start officially training you to make drinks soon.
Ooh. Is that not a thing where you have to be like well, maybe you just have to be an adult to be able to work around alcohol, or like a young adult. Really? I'm honored.
I'll help too, of course.
Wow, to think the boss trusts me enough to let me try making drinks. I don't want to let him down. Mayu puts the now ready 7 drinks on the
These
counter.
3 for table 5, and these 4 for table 7.
Got it. Love you, Mayu. I love Mayuka. The clock finally hits 10:30 and Mayu and I start wiping tables and cleaning up. The boss takes the remaining customers' final drink orders and makes them himself. As we're wiping the the back row, Mayu glances
Hey,
at me.
so did you ever manage to get that keychain back to the girl who lost it?
Nope. Up until this point, it hadn't really been on my mind today. Not yet. She wasn't at school on Friday, so I haven't seen her.
Ah, too bad.
Yeah, I wanted to get it over with. Mayu moves to the next table.
Oh? And why is that?
She smirks.
Nervous about what your play will be?
My play? I have no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah, your play. No way you'd get into a fight over something that belongs to some girl you aren't interested in.
What? She's got a cheeky smile on her face now. Wait, I'm not interested in her. I don't even know her. Mayu gives me a sarcastic expression.
Oh, of course. You mentioned that, didn't you? Well, I guess that makes things a little more difficult.
It makes what more difficult?
Don't worry. Even if there isn't much of a chance, I've got a couple strategies for you to try.
There is a big misunderstanding happening right now. I'm now only sporadically wiping the table in front of me. I don't need any strategies. I was just doing it because I wanted to help.
Of course. And now you want to use the chance to get to know her better, right?
There's a serious miscommunication going on right now. What's got you two in a commotion over here? The boss walks up to us. Hello, sir. I thought you were still passing out. Oh. I look around and don't see anyone else in the bar. Is everyone gone already? The boss smiles and gives us a thumbs up. Yep, all cleared out for today, and good work, you two. Whew, I changed the subject. So, Simeon, from the sound of it, you need some help. What's the predicament? Not him, too. Wait, sir, I promise I'm fine. It's really nothing that
He's a little nervous to admit it, but it's about the girl whose keychain we helped to retrieve the other day.
The boss nods with an understanding expression. Ah, I see. I understand what's happening here. You really don't, actually. He put his hand on my shoulder. Listen, Simon. Sometimes there'll be obstacles in front of you that may seem insurmountable, but as long as you don't give up, you can get there. What? I love this. I love this guy. Mayu suddenly puts her hand on my other shoulder.
So, tell us more about this girl.
Wait, shouldn't we be? I glance back at the boss, who nods in response to what Mayu's just said. How did this happen? She's just one of my classmates. I've only talked to her like 1 or 2 times at most. The boss furrows his brow. I see. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Mayu crosses her arms.
Yeah, seems like it.
You guys aren't even listening anymore.
But I think I have just the trick.
Huh?
A
Well, what
love
is it?
letter.
Of course! What a unique idea, Mayu! She couldn't have said anything more generic. Why would a love letter work? I suddenly find myself giving in and playing along.
Trust me, Simone, girls love this stuff.
But you've got to be careful about it. Boss steps over. Mayu nods. If it's too sappy, it'll come off as unoriginal. But if it's too forward, it'll come off as creepy. Sir? Where in the world does all of this come
Don't
from?
worry, we can help you write one.
Before I know it, the boss and Mayu have already pulled up some chairs to one of the tables and have a pen and paper ready. Mayu grabs my shoulders and sits me down on one of the chairs. What? Then she sits down next to me.
First, what's her name? You said her initials were F.A., right?
I let out a sigh. There's no stopping these two. Whatever. Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do right now to change their minds anyway. Felicia Arison.
Great. Then let's open with that.
It's a little hard to tell, but I think Mayu sounds slightly more excited all of a sudden. Felicia Arison. Arison? 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 Felicia Arison? Where have I heard that name before? Mayu, holding my hand, which is now holding the pen, writes the words, Dear Felicia, in a fancy font.
Next, why don't you talk about how you got a hold of the keychain?
Okay, I guess. I have no idea what's going on. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the boss typing something into his phone. While Mayu is in the middle of making me write something, I hear the boss let out a surprised noise. Oh!
What is it?
The boss turns his phone screen towards Mayu, and on the screen is a big picture of Felicia captioned, Felicia Arison, young heiress to the Arison Corporation.
Oh.
She lets out the same noise. Mayu's hand stops moving as she looks at me.
That wouldn't happen to be the girl you're after, would it?
Like I said, I'm not going after anyone. But, yeah, that's the girl. The boss pats me on the shoulder. Well, the important thing is that you tried your best. Huh? Mayu slowly stands up with a sympathetic expression.
It's all right, Simone. You can't win them all.
They gave up already? I wasn't even taking them seriously, but somehow them giving up on me so soon makes me feel let down. Mayu's expression changes to one of more concentration.
But in all seriousness, getting that keychain back to someone like her smoothly is going to be difficult.
I agree that it is. We're in a very weird predicament with the keychain situation. So yeah, that's gonna be hard to do, especially considering you don't know her. They both immediately drop the wingman act at the same time.
You're worried that she'll mistake you for the one who took it, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was something that crossed my mind. Their sudden return to being normal catches me off guard. What are these two doing working at a bar? They should do a stand-up routine.
Then love letter it is.
They're back at it again already? Consider this, Simon. Consider this, Simon. If you're able to give it to her in the form of a letter, he'll seem much less suspicious up front, right? Well, yeah, that's true.
Then in the letter, you can explain everything about how you got the keychain in writing. That way there's no miscommunication.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Even if it's a little awkward, it'll be easier than having to try and explain it all in person. That's a pretty good idea, actually. With what you two were saying about the love letter earlier, it's almost like you guys were already... Wait. Mayu smirks at me. I knew it! You guys were planning to say this from the start and were just screwing with me to... Oh, look at the time! The boss loudly checks the clock on the wall. 11 o'clock! Simeon, you're free to go. Good work today. What? Don't worry, Mayu and I will finish up cleaning here. He flashed me a big smile. Good grief, I can't catch a break with these two. Mayu grins and waves at me. I let out a sigh. But then I start laughing to myself. At least I know things will never get boring around here. Whatever. See you on Wednesday. I love it. I love it. I can't say it enough. Like, the interaction between these three is awesome. I love Mayuka. Almost said my week. I love Mayuka, and I love the boss man. He's so good. I love it. I love the writing here. I wave and head to the back room. In about 3 minutes, I've changed and clocked out. I wave goodbye to Mayu and the boss one more time before heading out the door. Wow. I guess the real hectic part of this shift came after all the customers were gone. Whatever. Time to head home. Eager to get back and go to sleep, I begin to hurry down the road. I might have to end it at this part as well. Like, I feel like I ended my last recording literally at the same spot. But, yeah, I mean, we're at like an hour 40. Again, I don't want to make these super long, so... Yeah. Alright, well, this is a good spot to end it off. We literally, like, did the same thing as last time, where I don't remember how we started off the last episode, but we ended it off at the bar and walking down the road. So we're literally at the same spot. That's awesome. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and, whoops. Let me save. Boom. Save. Alright. Until next time, guys, I hope you're enjoying this if you're watching this. Or, I know sometimes I mess up the reading, which I apologize for, but if you want to, read it without my terrible reading skills, then go play the game yourself. Go support Kimochii Classroom. Go look at the Kickstarter and whatnot. So, yeah. Until next time, guys. Woo! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Boo!